So tell us something, Smita, that why is Canada, one of the preferred destinations?
I think both the UK and Canada have long been popular study destinations. Has a strong history of providing high quality of education. Has its own perks or say own set of advantages to offer to international students. And besides having some of the world's
Mhm.
greatest universities, Canada boasts reasonable overall study and living costs. And I think and has traditionally offered international students flexibility of post-study work opportunities. So, someone looking for the long-term opportunities or who is looking forward to go to a country and settle down, I think that transition from being a student
Mhm.
to PR is quicker and easier when it comes to Canada.
Canada is like in the North Pole. Crazy winters, I believe, right? We have heard that, winters get unbearable. So what are your thoughts on that? Students still want to go there, and, if they do decide, then, what precautions they should take, something that's useful.
It might take some time for you to settle down or to get used to with the weather, but at the same time I think it's unbearable with the technological advancement. Definitely heaters and everything is available everywhere, but apart from that, maybe you can take a note of few simple
Right.
tips or few things to take care of yourself, to keep yourself warm in the cold weather. Say for example, you can wear a appropriate attire, like you can layer up yourself, you can probably use some wind resistant jackets or coats. Many such things are there. Basically I would say cover up yourself properly, and that should definitely help you to beat the winters. Eventually, students who have been there, they are now settled and they are doing very well. So definitely it's
Mhm.
not unbearable.
So do students prefer certain intakes in Canada? Can you throw some light on that?
I think September has always been a major intake for Canada. Even most of the universities or colleges will see that has been
Mhm.
major intake. So maximum of the programs will usually be available for the September intake. There is January as well as May intake
I see.
in Canada. January will be the second major. So you can say September is the major intake. Then there is
Okay.
January, which is another major intake, and then there is May, which is
I see.
kind of a small intake. So there won't be all the programs available, but there will be few programs available during
Mhm.
as well. Since we were talking
I see.
the weather and everything, so how about if you're going for the January intake, lot of
Hmm.
students
Right.
might have question, that if we are going for January, we will directly go during the winters. So how would it be? I would say maybe first week or so it
Right.
will be a bit difficult, but then you get used to it and everything settles down. It's just that you need to be prepared for the winters. You need to have that kind of, variables. You need to carry that, or you can always shop once you are in Canada, because definitely we don't usually get such stuff here because we don't experience that kind of cold.
Right. I believe we hear that studying abroad, for that matter, is very expensive affair, right? So what do you think about that, Spita?
I think compared to many countries, studying in Canada is actually very, very affordable. You see, the living cost in Canada is usually Canadian $10,000 annually. If I have to convert it in INR, then it would be approximately say 6 to 7 lakhs per.
Mhm.
And apart from that, the tuition cost that could vary a lot depending on
Okay.
kind of institution or say university or the college you're applying for. But on
I see.
average, if I have to quote a range for maximum of the programs, then that
Mhm.
is somewhere between say 13,000 CAD
Mhm.
to 25,000 CAD annually per annum or say per year. But yes, of course, you do have financial aid programs or international student support programs or scholarships, awards, and bursaries. All these options are also there, and taking help from a study expert will always boost the approval rate for your scholarship applications.
And let's talk a little bit about the crowd in Canada, Smita. Are they friendly towards foreigners?
Yes, I would say Canada is the most welcoming country in the world. If I just have to quote a fact that I read the other day on the internet, then as per the Migrant Acceptance Index of 21 by Gallup, Canada scored the highest, indicating Canadians are the most welcoming in the world when it comes to migration.
I see.
And actually the maximum or most of the population in Canada is actually migrants. So you see the majority of Canadians actually supports current immigration level.
I see.
They believe that immigrants would be beneficial for the economy, and they actually play a very important role in the growth of country.
Wow. Okay. And you know what, Smita? I think we have also read a lot about, Canada does not have, they have a very low crime rate. Correct. I think that also would, ease our viewers and students, who are planning to go there, that, the crime rate is pretty much in control in Canada.
True, absolutely true. Actually, Canada has been, one of the safest place to live in, and it has also ranked #1 for consecutively years according to the UN survey. So, absolutely, Canada is very, very peaceful country, I would say, and the crime rate is also less. So, it's very safe to live in Canada.
Now we do know that our parents do help us a lot, okay, to cover those, or rather repay the loan. But we as students also want to earn that little extra at the side that can help us with our living cost, at least to help and offset our expenses. So what do you have to say on that?
I think working part-time while you're studying in Canada is always there. You are actually allowed to work part-time while you are there. You can work for 20 hours per week part-time while your course is in session. And when you have say vacations or Christmas breaks, then you can work full-time, which will be 40 hours per week. You are wondering as to what kind of jobs you may get or where to work, then broadly it would be on campus or it would be off campus. On campus, though there will be limited opportunities, so in case you are unable to manage to find a job or work on campus, you can always go ahead and look for the off-campus opportunities. And if you're good at something, you can actually do a lot of freelancing work as well while you are there. So yeah, I think that there are ample opportunities available even to the international students, that they can work while they are studying. And if you are working part-time, I'm sure you will be able to earn the required of at least living expenses in Canada.